Stoicism teaches you to embrace chaos. Life hits hard, plans collapse, people disappoint you, storms don't send warnings. And when the world starts shaking beneath your feet, Stoicism becomes your anchor. Born in ancient Greece over 2,000 years ago, Stoicism wasn't created for kings living comfortably in palaces. It was built for ordinary people trying to survive difficult lives with dignity. Soldiers used it, slaves used it, emperors studied it. And today, millions still turn to it because human suffering hasn't changed. People often misunderstand Stoicism. They think Stoics are cold, emotionless robots who never feel pain. That's not true at all. Stoicism doesn't teach you to suppress emotion. It teaches you to master emotion. There's a difference. A Stoic still feels grief, anger, fear, heartbreak, and disappointment. The goal is not to eliminate feelings. The goal is to prevent those feelings from controlling your actions. Stoicism teaches you how to stay calm when chaos wants to pull you apart. Imagine losing your job. Most people spiral immediately. Panic takes over. They catastrophize the future. They replay mistakes in their head over and over. But the Stoic pauses. They breathe. They ask one question: what is actually within my control right now? That single question changes everything. Stoicism divides life into two categories: what you can control and what you cannot. You can control your effort, your mindset, your actions, your discipline, and your character. You cannot control the economy, other people, bad weather, aging, betrayal, or death. Most suffering comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. You can't force people to respect you. You can't force life to be fair. You can't force outcomes, but you can control how you respond. That's where freedom begins. One of the most famous Stoics was a man named Seneca. He was wealthy, powerful, and respected until politics turned against him. He faced exile, humiliation, and eventually a forced death sentence. Yet even during his darkest moments, he remained composed. Why? Because Stoics train themselves mentally before disaster arrives. They expect hardship. They understand that life can change overnight. Instead of pretending suffering won't happen, they prepare for it. Modern society teaches the opposite. We chase comfort constantly. We avoid discomfort. We numb pain with distractions, endless scrolling, constant entertainment, dopamine overload. But Stoicism says discomfort is necessary. Hardship strengthens you. Struggle reveals who you truly are. Think about the strongest people you know. Most of them didn't become strong through easy lives. Strength was forged through loss, failure, rejection, heartbreak, and pressure. Stoicism teaches that adversity is not your enemy, it's your training ground. Another powerful Stoic concept is something called amor fati, a Latin phrase meaning love your fate. Not tolerate your fate, not survive your fate, love it. That means embracing every part of life, even the painful parts, the breakup, the betrayal, the missed opportunity, the failure, the embarrassment. A Stoic believes these moments are not interruptions to life, they are life. And that perspective is powerful because it transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. Imagine two people facing the exact same hardship. One person says, "Why is this happening to me?" The other says, "What is this trying to teach me?" The second person becomes stronger. That's Stoicism. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote about this constantly in his private journal, later published as the book Meditations. Even while ruling an empire during wars, plagues, and political chaos, he reminded himself daily not to complain about life, but to meet it with courage. One of his most famous ideas was simple: the obstacle is the way. In other words, the thing standing in your path may actually become the path itself. The rejection teaches resilience. The failure teaches wisdom. The struggle builds discipline. Without obstacles, you never evolve. And Stoicism is deeply practical. This isn't just philosophy meant for dusty bookshelves or college classrooms. It applies to everyday life. Work stress? Pause before reacting emotionally. Relationship conflict? Focus on listening instead of winning. Financial hardship? Control spending, effort, and mindset instead of panicking over uncertainty. Someone insults you online? A Stoic asks, "Does their opinion actually define me?" Most conflicts escalate because people react instantly. Stoicism teaches the power of the pause. That small moment between stimulus and response is where wisdom lives. And here's something surprising. Modern psychology strongly echoes Stoic principles. Cognitive behavioral therapy, commonly known as CBT, is one of the most effective psychological treatments in the world today. Its core idea is that thoughts shape emotions and behaviors. That idea came directly from Stoic philosophy. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We suffer not from events themselves, but from our judgment about them." That sounds almost identical to modern therapeutic techniques. So when you practice Stoicism, you're not just studying ancient philosophy. You're using mental strategies that are still validated today by psychology and neuroscience. Stoicism also teaches something modern culture desperately avoids: the awareness of death. Most people avoid thinking about mortality because it feels uncomfortable. Stoics did the opposite. They reflected on death regularly, not to become depressed, but to become awake. Because when you remember life is temporary, trivial things lose their power over you. Petty arguments matter less. Material obsession fades. Ego shrinks. You begin appreciating small moments more deeply. A quiet morning, a conversation with someone you love, a sunset, a meal shared with friends. Stoicism reminds you that life is fragile, and precisely because it's fragile, it's valuable. The greatest Stoics faced death with remarkable calm because they understood something many people never do. You cannot truly live if you are terrified of losing life. At its core, Stoicism is not about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming unshakable, not because life gets easier, but because you become stronger. You stop demanding perfection from the world. You stop expecting comfort every day. You stop collapsing every time life disappoints you. Instead, you adapt. You endure, you grow. Stoicism teaches that peace does not come from controlling the world around you. Peace comes from controlling yourself within the world around you. And maybe that's why this ancient philosophy still survives today, because chaos never disappeared. Human suffering never disappeared. Fear, uncertainty, heartbreak, and struggle are still part of being alive. But Stoicism offers something rare in a noisy world: clarity. A reminder that you are stronger than your circumstances. A reminder that hardship can shape you instead of destroy you. A reminder that even in chaos you can stand steady, because the storm may be uncontrollable, but your response never has to be.